Have you ever heard the saying, "What goes around comes around"? Well, let me tell you a little story from a quiet village far away, about a clever fox, a gentle camel, and a sweet plan that didn't end so sweet after all. Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village, there was a large open courtyard at the very edge of town. A tired camel was grazing nearby and eventually stopped to rest under the shade of a tall tree. Just then, along came a fox. Sly, clever, and always up to something. She noticed the camel standing with his head down, looking rather sad. She walked up gently and asked, "Uncle, why do you look so gloomy? What's the matter?" The camel let out a slow sigh and replied, "Oh, don't even ask. My master is so harsh with me. He barely gives me enough to eat. There's no work today, so I came out for a walk, hoping I might find something, anything, to eat." The fox's eyes sparkled as she grinned and said, "Uncle, just across the river, there's a sugarcane field. You can eat all you want. Come on, let's go." The camel nodded. "Sure, why not? Let's go." But then the fox paused. "Wait, the river has too much water. I don't know how to swim. I might drown." The camel chuckled kindly. "Oh, don't worry, there's very little water. I cross it all the time. Climb on my back, I'll carry you across." And so, she did. The two of them made it across the river and reached the sugarcane field just as the sun began to set. The fox quickly slipped inside and began chomping down on sweet, juicy sugarcane. The camel stood at the edge and also began eating, but his stomach was far from full when the fox came prancing over and said, "Uncle, after dinner I always sing. It's my habit. I'll sing a little song over there, you keep eating." And before the camel could say a word, she began howling in a high-pitched tune, "Hoo-kee-hoo, hoo-kee-hoo." Well, that song was loud enough to wake the whole field, and it sure caught the attention of the farmer. Realizing some animal had gotten in, the farmer grabbed a stick and came running. By the time he reached the field, all he saw was the poor camel at the edge, munching on sugarcane. The fox? Nowhere in sight. The farmer beat the camel terribly and chased him away. The fox? She was hiding deep inside the field, quiet as a mouse. Next morning, as the sun rose, she came out smiling and teased, "Uncle, how was last night's dinner? You look scared. Come on, let's go home." They returned to the riverbank. As before, the fox climbed onto the camel's back, and the camel stepped into the river. Halfway through the water, the camel said calmly, "Dear, bathing early in the morning is my habit. I'm going to bathe now." The fox's eyes widened in fear. "No, Uncle, please wait, let's get home first." But the camel looked ahead and replied gently, "Why should I break my habit? Just like you sing after every meal, I bathe every morning." With that, the camel suddenly sat down in the water. The fox lost her balance and fell in. Since she didn't know how to swim, she splashed around, gasped for breath, and sadly drowned. And that, my dear friends, is why we must never harm others for our own gain. Because those who try to trap others often fall into their own trap.